Alright, folks, we are here. We're going to be starting a new series. You're going to be doing Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance. This is actually take 2 for this first video here. I recorded it a while ago. I got interrupted by a phone call or something, and had to pause in the middle of it and then, resume. And this happened before, and it's no problem for me to just, mash the two things together and go about my business. But for whatever reason, my video editing, well, here, I'll show you. My video editing stuff really didn't like this game. Let me just, where's what I'm looking for? I'm just going to get a quick capture going here. If I'd been thinking, I would have set this up before, but that's okay. What do we want? Window capture? No? Display capture. Yeah, that'll do. Display capture. Okay. Yep, that's the right one. Transition. All right, there we go. Yeah, so and of course that's on the
back.
wrong.
We're gonna be playing some
wrong
older
screen.
games this time.
Let's mute that so that there isn't two of me talking at you. Yeah, so this all works fine here, but then randomly we have like this weird green bar and it like splits it into two, and it doesn't get any better. Like, it's really bizarre. I've never had that happen before. It doesn't appear in the source videos that I used to combine them. Like, this is all fine. No weird green bars, no split videos. It's all good. But for whatever reason, when I went to combine them together, we get this disgusting looking thing. So yeah. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and start up Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance. Speaking of that, I need to transition that. There. Okay. Oops, I skipped the... I did not mean to skip that. Alright. Ah, jeez. I promise we'll get there. Alright, there we go. So, what I said the first time was that this is a series very near and dear to me. Played it back in the day with my dad. A lot. Came out in 2000, I think.
We have heavy casualties. Enemy units still moving in on the pallet. Please advise.
Hold your position, 4-1. We're mobilizing palace defenses, but we need time to evacuate the royal family.
Roger, Command. We'll do our best.
Kind of my first introduction to the BattleTech universe. Before that, I played Earth Siege. Kind of different. It's kind of the competitor with mech-based stuff.
Alert.
Yeah, you
The
got
palace is under attack. All units at your station. Mechwarrior, we're cleared to mobilize and engage at them.
the classic FMV videos from this era of gaming. Command and Conquer was really big on these too. It's great stuff though. Like I ate this stuff up as a kid, man.
Sigma Lead, this is Sigma 2. Any idea what we're up against?
Well-equipped strike forces. Probably the 5th Donegal.
That's my old unit. Why would our own forces attack us?
It was inevitable. Everything has changed. Sigma Lance, form up on my lead. Central Guard is Sigma Lance leader. We're moving out.
We have the royal family aboard. We can't lift off until those SAM launchers are taken out.
Incoming LRMs, get clear. Look out! Get out of the hangar!
Never got this part, how one little volley of missiles takes out the entire
Get a track of those damn launchers.
I got track!
entire
Take 'em
hangar.
Impact!
It gets even
Nice
more
shot,
confusing when you see the rest of the
Alright.
game.
On my
Like,
mark. We break off and head to the central courtyard.
We'll go back and try to regroup.
also this part.
Incoming!
Activate AMS.
Sir! I got missiles
Reject!
coming in our
Reject!
position right now! Oh my...
One missile. One missile takes out a
Sig-2's
Shadow
Lance
Cat.
leader, do you read? Karis, can you hear me?
I mean, I get its dramatic effect, but you know, things don't die that easily in the actual game.
Central Guard, is Sigma leader. What's your status? Command, this is Sigma leader. I've lost contact with Central Guard. Any receiving unit. I have contact with main enemy force inside Central Courtyard. I'll delay them here as long as I can.
And that's about, what, 15 seconds, if that. Love that sound effect. That's for the PPC. Great sound effect. It was really sad to see that they didn't carry that over into Mechwarrior Online or Mechwarrior 5. It's like that sound effect is just so iconic. Alright, so normally it would dump you into this screen for you to create a profile, but I've already done that. So I'm going to create a new one. It was on regular. Nothing to see there. So let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I need to redo my controls since this is a new profile. That's alright. Okay. It's just a few tweaks. There we go. Yeah, back in the day, played this with a joystick. A Microsoft Sidewinder 3D Pro to be exact. Its special game port connector. I actually just bought one off eBay, and along with a old tower and a PCI card which has a game port on it, so I can put together my retro gaming system. Because it was not easy getting these things to run on Windows 10. I've actually found a Reddit post detailing how to do it. Quite a few hoops compatibility settings. In order to even get it to run, you completely have to disable the joystick option. So even if I had a joystick, like a USB joystick, it wouldn't work. And if I enable it, the game will just crash. It won't even start up, no matter what else I do to it. It's perfectly playable on mouse and keyboard though, because music like kind of phases in and out. It's weird. Music is fantastic in all of Mechwarrior 4 games. There's Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance, Mechwarrior 4 Black Knight, Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries. Great music in all of them. Anyway, to the campaign.
My son, I wish these did not have to be my final words to you. I must try to make up for years and only a few minutes while this message can still be sent. I've often regretted the words that I spoke when I sent you away. I don't want them to be the last that you hear from me. I was acting as a duke, not a father. I feared you'd bring dishonor to the family name. I was wrong. You may have thought yourself forgotten, but you've never been far from my thoughts. I've followed your deeds in the clan wars. You have done nothing but bring honor to your name and made me proud to be your father. If you could find it within yourself to forgive me, I'd hope to ask you to return home. Now there's no time, because I stood against Katrina Steiner when she betrayed her promises and seized control of the Commonwealth. Our world is to be made an example to the dukes who stood with me in resisting her. They're seizing Cantares. They've sent a strike force. It's only a matter of time before they breach the castle defenses. Your brothers, your sister. By the time you get this, I'm sure that we'll all be dead. Stay away from Cantares, Ian. Your Uncle Peter commands in the 4th Davian Guard off the planet. As long as he takes no action against her, Katrina won't risk moving against him. Go to him. Live on, and bear our name proudly. My son, I have always loved you, and I am very, very proud of the man that you have become. Goodbye.
Did you find the bodies? Do we know for certain they're all dead?
Steiner executed everyone at the castle who survived the initial attack. We don't know where they're buried. We don't believe anyone escaped. I know what you must be feeling, Ian. But your father's wishes were always for honor and justice, never for revenge.
Justice? My family's been killed, Peter. All but you. Whoever killed them deserves to be dead too.
But we've more important tasks first. We have to break Steiner's grip on Cantares 4, then remove your cousin William from the throne and restore legal rule.
William?
He's only a puppet, Ian. Steiner controls your homeworld. Our forces are small, but if we show the people they can fight back, I know they'll join with us and free Cantares. So, if you're your father's son, you'll get suited up. Our first strike must be now, before they discover we're here.
Alright, so, me as a kid, all the lore, the story and stuff went right over my head. I was like, I don't care, let's just get to blowing stuff up, basically. But essentially, this takes place only on one planet in the Battletech galaxy, the Inner Sphere, is what it's called too. And it focuses on a fight between Steiner and Davion. So essentially, Steiner betrayed a bunch of people. I think they betrayed Davion, I don't know. Our family stood up to them. They were like, yo, that's not cool. We're gonna come get some payback for that. They murdered everybody and took over the planet, and now we're all that's left, and we're gonna try and take it back from them. So I know I did a fantastic job explaining that. I don't know. My Battletech lore isn't amazing or anything. I know enough to get me by. Steiner's generally the bad guys. At least in this game, they're the bad guys. We're playing as Davion. So anyway, this is all we have. We just have one mech. It's a Shadowcat. They changed some of the names from actual Battletech on some of the mechs. Like I don't know if this is actually called a Shadowcat in actual Battletech. I know it's like the Mad Cat is a it's either a dire wolf or a timber wolf. I forget which one it is. I think it's a timber wolf, and the dire wolf is what they called the Dashi. They swapped some names around here and there for some reason, but whatever. We don't have any weapons that we really can't do much of anything. I mean, we can get rid of jump jets; they're useless. Put on some more heat sinks. Woo. That prevents us from overheating, as so each mech has a weight limit, right? And the weapons take up weight. So like here, if I were to take this off, you see it takes up 2 tons. And then some of them have ammunition. Red ones, they're laser-based. Green is missile, and yellow is ballistic or guns. Ballistics and missiles. I guess they're both technically ballistic. I don't know. Whatever. Missiles and guns, they have ammo. Lasers don't. Lasers generate a lot of heat. Guns and missiles, not so much. Then you also have armor, which is how much punishment damage you can take, essentially. There's 3 different types. Ferrofibrous, which is kind of just the all-around stuff. Then there's reactive, which is better against guns and missiles. And reflective, which is better against lasers. I generally just am lazy and leave it on ferrofibrous, but there's some people that really get into tweaking that stuff. You can change your speed for if you have the weight to upgrade your mech's engines. Heat sinks, they disperse the heat from your lasers, so you can use them more. Then you also have all these other things you can add in. ECM, that's basically kind of like a radar jammer. Beagle Active Probe is basically enhanced radar. Light amplification gives you what does it even do? I never take this, it's useless. See when visibility is low. Yeah, whatever. Night vision, I guess, is what it is. Jump jets is basically like a little jetpack for your mech, so you can kind of fly up into the air. It's also kind of useless. And then you have AMS and LAMS. These are both more or less do the same thing. They're anti-missile systems, so they will shoot down incoming missiles. Some, not all, some incoming missiles. So you'll take a little less damage from them. The AMS is the inner sphere variant, and the LAMS is the clan variant. So there's two different types of mech, inner sphere and clan. Clan mechs are generally better in just about every way, really. And then the same with weapons. I don't really have any to show you right now, but you can see the little C in the corner. That means that they're clan weapons, so they're better. They deal more damage. They have more range. They're just generally all around better. Also, you can only put things in certain places on your mech. So it's all color coded. So red goes to red, green goes to green. Now in some cases there is these slots over here, Omni. There's a little key right here, which means you can put anything you want there. And there's also camouflage. Various kinds. I generally don't really mess around too much with it. I think I do a little light urban for the moon. Whatever. Save. Then you can do weapon grouping. So this is what I was changing before in the options. So whenever I click the first mouse button, it'll shoot off our machine guns, medium, small, lasers. Second button will shoot off our rockets, and the third one will do our big laser. Anyway, this is the first mission. Now due to how the... Hold on, actually. Okay, yeah, I did. That did carry over. All right. I gotta fix my video capture beforehand, because the menus and the actual in-game have completely different resolutions. So if I were to just hit launch right now, on the capture it would show up as minuscule. Well, not minuscule. It'd be completely jumbled up. So I'm gonna make this so that it looks small, and then we're gonna hit launch, and now this should be good. All right.
Ahead of us is the main comm relay station. It's lightly defended and should be a piece of cake. Destroy it, and all Steiner communications with Kentari's 4 are cut off. Expect light point defenses only. Move in fast and vaporize everything that isn't a rock.
Except each other, that is.
Yes, except each other. Ian, your lance mate on this mission is Casey Knowles. You'll learn to ignore him. The rest of us Shadowcat to your right is my nephew, and your future Duke. Try to show him more respect than you do me.
Don't think that will be a problem, sir.
Those towers are the communication relays. We better take them out first. It may take heavier weapons to bring them down.
It doesn't actually matter if we take those out first or not.
Let's move out.
Throttle full, weapons online.
Right, so those other mechs there, they're Cougars. They're light mechs. What we have is a Shadowcat. It's a medium mech.
We've got some LRMs to deal with.
So they have some turrets over here. There we go. We also have some tanks. Basically little missile tracks. Nothing really poses a threat.
Oh, stepped in some Steiner.
These things, I killed it before you could see it. Mobile turret control, so they
Looks like pulse lasers. Not much punch, but there's enough of them to do some damage.
Well, that didn't shut that off. Alright, I guess it doesn't happen in this mission. Normally, though, you shoot those, it takes the turrets offline. Normally. So anyway, we just stomp around. This is just kind of the get associated with the game and whatnot.
Roger that, Control.
I thought these guys were supposed to be tough.
And you can step on stuff too, but it generally damages you, so...
Keep your eyes open and check your targets.
You know, if it can be avoided, it's best. But yeah, right now, the vehicles, they're trying to run away, so we gotta take them out.
Target destroyed.
And that's all of that, except for these random turrets here. But yeah, there's really nothing here that can kill us.
Target destroyed.
I'd be shocked if anybody ever managed to die on this first mission. And now we take these things out. If we walk into them, it also causes damage, so
That's one.
goes faster that way. We just have to take these out and then we'll be done. And there we go. And for whatever reason, that just blows up on its own.
Alright, that's it. Good work, everyone. Let's get back to base. Control, this is Omega Lead. Mission accomplished.
Roger, Omega Lead. Return to base heading 175. Omega support, mobilize salvage units and sweep operational area. Window 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Beautiful run. Nothing wakes me up like a little Steiner stomping party.
Okay, and then I need to do that. There we go. Yeah, so then after every mission we get salvage. We have a chance to get mechs. There weren't any mechs in that mission, so we wouldn't get any. And then we also can grab some weapons and things, so...
Alright, we've bloodied their noses, even if they won't know it right away. With communications cut, we'll be able to move in secrecy for a while. From here on, I want you to take a command role with the team. They need to start seeing you as their leader. So I'd like you to determine our next mission and get us set up. I've uploaded our TAC officer's operational overview. It's simple enough. Steiner only left a few dropships behind, and all but one are hangared here on the moon, where it's safe. Before we hit Dirtside, we'll need to destroy the dropships to cripple the mobility of Steiner's defensive forces. We also have to raid additional supplies from some of the remaining lunar facilities. They're undefended. The only threat to those raids are Steiner mobile artillery units. They'll have to be neutralized before we can start our raiding operations.
All right.
I've asked Carl Sontag, our technical officer, to configure mechs for the missions. Now, Carl's a good man, and one hell of an engineer. Your father used to say, give Carl 100 tons of steel wool, and he'll knit you an atlas overnight. Change the loadouts if you want to, but I doubt you'll improve on his choices. We're all waiting for your orders, Ian. I know you're up to the challenge.
Yes?
Good news. Tactical just informed me that the techs have pulled Steiner encryption codes out of the mess we left behind at the comm facility. We'll be able to intercept enemy communications. Well, some of them, anyway. We should also be able to locate other pockets of resistance. We should start getting some useful information in the next few hours. I'll keep you updated.
Hello, Carl. It's been a long time.
I didn't know if you'd remember me. I served your father for a long time, but the last time I saw you, you were a boy. Duke Eric was a fine man and a great leader. We will miss him. I will miss him. He would have wanted better for you, but I'll give you the best I can. I've modified our mechs by stripping out some of the heat sinks. The heat dissipation in this environment is so efficient, they'd just be a waste. You won't need much speed for these missions, so I've added extra armor, just in case. Not much weaponry to choose from yet, but that will change soon enough. Bring in any good weapons or material as salvage, and I will keep you ready to fight. I kept your father's mechs in shape for him. I'll do the same for you, young Dressari.
So all that babbling about taking heat sinks out, and whoa. Alright, let's... I don't know if that was spinning so fast for you or not, but there we go. Yeah, all that babbling about taking heat sinks out, and extra armor, and all that stuff, that doesn't actually happen. We still don't have anything that's better, but see, here's some non-clan weapons. We don't really have a... Well, yeah, this is kind of a bad example, but... So here we have an ER small laser and a small laser. So the ER small laser, that's the clan one, has 50 meters more range, 0.05 more damage, and yeah, so it's just better. It's not amazing, but it's better. The difference is more pronounced with bigger weapons. Anyway, also they said, oh yeah, we gotta raid some supplies or go after some dropships. I think they, at one point, were planning on having like a choice of what mission to come next here, but for whatever reason scrapped it, and so we only have the option to go after the Scud convoys. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I need to flip that back, and there we go.
This is Omega Control. Omega Support, stand by at position. Omega Launch, the mobile launchers you need to neutralize should be somewhere in the ravine. You may encounter them at any point along your sweep pattern, so maintain active radar and move to nav point Alpha. Sweep and destroy any units you encounter in the ravine.
Roger, Control. Moving to nav point Alpha.
Roger, Control. Radar active. Display set to maximum range. We'll run the pattern and ice anything we find.
Good luck.
Thanks, Major. Lieutenant Dressari, let's do it.
Roger that, Omega 2.
It's Gonzalez, sir.
Roger that. Gonzalez.
Sensors online.
Alright, so we'll actually have some mechs to take out this time.
Nominal.
I generally like it being third person better than first person. You can also shift it so it's over here on the side or whatever. But I've always liked this better. You can also look behind you and down at the ground. Oh yeah, there we go. First enemy mech. This is an Osiris. It's horrible, horrible mech. Never use it. Like, I'm being so serious. Never use this. It's useless. Has about 5 medium lasers on it, 1 machine gun, and some SRM-6s.
Target destroyed.
It sucks.
Target destroyed.
avoid using that at all costs.
Target
Scratch one launcher. Let's nail the other one.
Looks like they got a lot of ammo on board those things. We better stay clear of the blast or we may take some damage.
Nav point Alpha destroyed. Reached. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
Just
destroyed.
clean those up nicely like so. Yeah, and then if you do that while you're inside, you get like a kind of nice little camera feed effect going on. It's kind of cool that they thought to, thought to do that.
Contact ahead, sir.
I remember the first time I played this, coming from Earth Siege, I was so confused that we didn't have shields.
Nav point Beta reached.
Because in Earth Siege, you didn't have any armor; you just had shields. And I was like, "What? No shields? How do you survive? We're gonna die so fast." And well, it all worked out in the end.
Now it gets interesting.
Detected.
I have another mech, another Osiris, second enemy Osiris, as you can see from the very helpful targeting readout. These things truly are useless, though. Also, the cool thing about this is, you can see I destroyed his missile.
Target destroyed.
Well, the damage is segmented, compartmentalized, whatever word you want to use. You can shoot off like their weapons before you actually take them down.
Target destroyed.
I always enjoyed doing that when I was younger.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Roger, Gonzalez. I think we got them all. Control, this is Omega-1. We've run the pattern. All units neutralized.
Roger, Omega-1. Good work. Return to base. Omega support begins salvage operations. See if there's any ammo to recover. Carl can use anything we could possibly repair. Window, 3 hours.
Roger, Control. Starting salvage operations.
Epsilon 2 sweeps complete. You're clear to begin operations at Thorless Basin. Roger, Control. Moving out.
Good work, Lieutenant. Pleasure working with you.
Same here, Gonzalez. I'm happy with any mission I can walk back from.
Roger.
And then let's fix this. There we go. And look at that. We got the shit box. Osiris.
Yes? It's Jules Gonzalez. Good work out there. Keep it up. I talked with Colonel Sharp. He said you were blooded against the clans. Guess that means you've seen heavy action.
I saw my share.
That's good. Because what we've run up against so far is minor compared to what we'll find down in Cantadas. And that's straight from the Colonel. I just didn't want you to thinking it was always going to be this easy.
I figured.
Maybe we'll live through this.
Young Dressari, just so you know, I have adapted the gear you brought in as salvage for use with our mechs.
Good work.
It's nice equipment. Steiner shops well. Once we get planetside, there will be more. And more need of it.
Hey, Ian.
Hey.
I was surfing the airwaves and thought you might enjoy this. Sounds like some kindred spirits down on Cantaris.
This is the voice of freedom. The oppression of the illegal Steiner occupation force does not go unchecked. Across our planet, small men and patriots are struggling to overthrow the Steiner tyrants and their puppet billion. Do not be fooled by Steiner's propaganda. Their claims that yesterday's communications interruption was the result of inconvenient mechanical failure are lies. Military and defense networks were neutralized by one of the many resistance rising at Steiner. Take heart, loyal citizen. Enemy are not as powerful as they would have us.
Yeah. So that's just kind of being like, hey, maybe there's, you know, bigger rebellion going on here. Anyway, here's this piece of garbage. Inner sphere light mech. Absolutely useless. You have to pay me money to use that thing. Anyway, I think we did the next mission as well. I need to switch the camera and yes, we did do that. I'm just checking the other videos. Yeah. Oop, did I break it? No, I didn't. Good. I thought I might have. Alright. Now we'll transition and launch.
Lead. We're in position and moving towards the targets.
Roger, Omega Lead. Omega forward. Move out and see what intel you can get on the dropship positions.
Affirmative, Control. We'll move in on the dropships and report back.
Roger, forward 1. Okay, Ian, we've given Steiner a bloody nose. Time for some broken bones. The 3 dropships we need to destroy are at nav points Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Taking them out is the key to our entire operation. Ignore the gantries and go for the 3 APUs at the base of each dropship first. It will slow down their startup procedure so we can destroy them before they get their weapons online. Once we disable their APUs, we'll go for the engines, which are their true Achilles heel. Heading for nav point Alpha. Luck.
Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
So that is a hellspawn. It's a medium mech as well. It's kind of... it's bordering on useless. Not quite
This is
there.
forward 1. Looks like static defenses, not too heavy.
Yeah, so you heard him say APUs. Oh, there's one right now. I have no idea what APU stands for. Maybe I'll look it up sometime. But basically, it's think about like a fuel tanker or something. It's whatever the
Alpha launch site.
or generator. I don't know. It charges up the dropships.
Powers up. It'll bring its main guns online.
And we don't want the dropship to charge up.
That's the first one. 2 more to go.
Definitely don't want the main guns to come online.
Target destroyed.
Because it is
Alpha
loaded down. It is loaded down with lasers, PPCs, gas rifles, and
concentrate fire on the dropship engine, but stay clear. We don't want to get caught in the blast when it goes.
all manner of unpleasant things. If I can get a target lock on, there we go. Alright, so you can see it down there, and I just pointed at my screen. Wow, I'm dumb. The lower left corner, it kind of gives you a readout of it. You can see it has like PPCs, gas rifles, etc.
Outstanding. Let's get moving. We've got 2 more to go, and the other dropship sites will have seen the blast.
Not even going to give those Osiris's the time of day. But yes, if you don't take out the APUs, the dropships will charge up. They will start shooting at you, and eventually they'll actually take off, and you can't shoot. You'll lose the mission. Also, taking out the APUs significantly damages the dropship, which is why they're so easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but not very hard to destroy. So normally dropships take a good amount of killing, but yeah, you just take out the APUs, it damages them. So let's see, yeah, there we go. You can see its health bar. Oops. I'm going for the APU, and then it takes a good amount of damage. Some more. now that we've done that, that isn't going anywhere. So we can go kill some things. Why is that useless? Oh, okay. Our friend has actually been doing some good work. I'd really like it if you back up, because there is splash damage. Back up, please.
Target destroyed.
Okay, yeah, if you stand too close to a,
Target destroyed.
too close to a mech when it blows up, you'll take a lot of damage.
Ammunition depleted.
Huh. What's going on over here? A party that I didn't know about? You're just, oh wow, took a lot of damage. Okay. I don't know what messed him up so bad, but and now we'll just take this out. No problem.
Yes! That's it.
Target
Good work,
destroyed.
Ian. That's on. Control, this is Omega Lead. Mission accomplished.
Roger, Omega. Congratulations. All units, mission accomplished. Omega, return to base heading 170. Salvage, mobilize for recovery operations. Window 4 hours. Omega forward. Stand by for security patrols on arrival salvage. Control out.
With those dropships destroyed, Steiner won't be able to effectively counter our attacks on Centaurians. This was a tough mission, Ian. It was an honor to fight by your side.
And so essentially the dropships are like the troop transports. Oh, we got a hellspawn. How about that? They're the troop transports. That's how they shuttle around their mechs. So we really just logistically hampered them. Now this is also something that they wanted to implement, I believe, but didn't get the chance to fully finish it. So you see here, this is my mech, the Shadowcat. It's damaged. That means I took some damage in the mission, got roughed up a bit. Mech's not in good shape. In future games, Black Knight, Mercenaries, if your mech got damaged, it would have to sit out for 1 or 2 missions, depending on how bad the damage was, so it could be repaired. You wouldn't be able to use it. They didn't implement that here, though. See, my mech's fine.
Yeah. Nice moves out there today, Ian.
I can still use it.
I guess Steiner forces will be doing a lot of walking now, right? Anyway, welcome to the team. Since we're going to be fighting together, there's something that I have to tell you. I can juggle. Once you're a Duke, will you be accepting auditions for Court Jester?
I'll keep you in mind, Casey.
I do look good in one of those funny hat things. Think it over.
Ian, we intercepted an important communication. I wanted you to see it. This is the face of our enemy, Lord Marcus Roland, the planetary governor appointed by Archon Catherine. We intercepted this message about an hour ago.
I've already assembled the text, but I will not send up this dropship without a military presence. I don't think it's a technical problem we're facing.
Don't think, Major. Just do it.
Next is Major Vanda Castro, Roland's adjutant. We don't know much about her yet. Castro was apparently appointed to Roland's staff only a few months ago. I can tell you this, she's dangerous.
I've seen the reports. Organized resistance has steadily increased since our occupation, not diminished. We have to consider the possibility that communications were cut off in preparation for additional strikes.
You can't seriously believe that our resources on the moon are in any danger. Scattered thefts and minor acts of sabotage are hardly organized resistance.
Just call one of your attack dogs and have a lance released to my authority.
Very well. I'll pass your request down to Burke and Culin. Perhaps one of them is in a charitable mood.
Interesting transmission. apparently Roland and Castro are not working together very well. We may be able to exploit that. The intercept also gives us a new deadline. Steiner has an additional dropship somewhere. If Castro gets troops, she can have them here in a matter of hours. We need to secure our supplies and move the operation to Centauri's 4 ahead of schedule.
So, what's the plan?
I'll take Gonzalez and lift off in dropship 1 and see if I can slow down Castro. I'm giving you Casey and Jen Mechwarrior, who's one of our best. You take the supplies in dropship 2 and establish a beachhead in the Arctic. Elise Rathburn, my tactical officer, will go with you. She's the brains behind this operation, Ian, so rely on her for your operational planning. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. You've proven yourself an able mech pilot and gunner with a solid grasp of tactics. Now you get a chance to test your resolve. I've ordered support personnel to begin loading up our ship as quickly as possible and prep for liftoff. However, it will take some time before we're ready to get underway. If Castro is able to get a drop ship and troops, she'll have located us already. So far, scans are negative, but she may have set down some distance away. We should be prepared to repel an inbound enemy lance at any time. If you can handle defending the ship until we power up, I'll see to the final preparations for departure. Rathburn out.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to make this bigger for that. Well, that's alright. Nothing really happened. Just more talking. But yeah, I was talking about the damage system. They started to implement it. I guess they ran out of time or money or something. Never did because my mech's fine. Also, occasionally you'll be on the receiving end of getting an arm shot off or something. And if that happens in this game, they give you the weapon back. But in Black Knight and Mercenaries, they're not that forgiving. The weapon's gone. Anyway, I think this is where we left off. So we'll wrap it up here too. Thank you all for watching as always. And we'll see you in the next one when we come back with more Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance.